came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly.
Hello, we are Robobuilders from Sabil Al-Rashad School, Lebanon, and we are the doctors. I'm Dr. Hamid.
I'm Dr. Rayyan Dahroush.
I'm Dr. Ferdous Tarif. I'm Dr. Marwa.
I'm Dr. Ahmed. I'm Dr. Hamid.
I'm Dr. Zainab. Today, our show is about senior problems, and we are going to receive calls and answer all your questions. Now, we have a video call on Skype, so let's start it.
Hello doctors, I love the fact that you're going to talk about senior problems. I have recently met a 78 years old man named Ahmed Al-Asim. His daughters and sons are abroad and he spends most of his time by himself. I heard that he suffered from bed sores and I don't know anything about that. Can you please help me to know what are bed sores and how can I treat them?
Okay, dear, I'm sure you care about the senior you just met, so we will be glad to help you understand the problem. What are bed sores? What is commonly known as bed sores are the pressure ulcers that are lesions caused by unrelieved pressure that results through the damage of the underlying layer. Generally, this results from the soft compression between a bony prominence and an external surface for a prolonged period of time. Now I'm going to show you a video for more illustration. Our source is Nucleus Medical Media. Pressure sores, also called bed sores or decubitus ulcers, are regions of the skin that break down when you sit or lay in one position for too long. These wounds occur most frequently in areas where your bones are close to the skin, including your heels, ankles, hips, tailbones, or elbows. Constant pressure to one of these areas compresses the blood vessels that supply your skin with oxygen and vital nutrients. Without a sufficient amount of blood flow, your skin cells eventually die, and a pressure sore forms. Pressure sores are categorized by degrees of severity.
As Dr. Rayyan said, the main cause of bed sores is pressure. In addition to that, there are other factors that lead to pressure sores. First, protein-calorie malnutrition, and that's when the senior eats insufficient amounts of protein products. Second, microclimate, known as skin wetness, caused by sweating and incontinence, and there's where usually pressure sores forms. Third, diseases that reduces blood flow to the skin, and diseases that reduces the feeling in the skin, such as paralysis and neuropathy.
As Dr. Rayyan said before, pressure sores vary according to severity, and it's categorized into 4 stages. I will illustrate those stages on the sponge. This sponge represents the stages of pressure sore. The pink layer represents the skin, the yellow layer represents the fats, and the red layer represents the muscles, and the white layer represents the bones. In stage 1, pressure sore is red, inflamed, and doesn't become pale when pressure is applied. See the red spot? In stage 2, pressure sore appears as a blister. The area surrounding it may be red and irritated. Dr. Ayman will continue the stages.
Thank you. Stage 3. Pressure sore involves a full thickness post of skin that appears greater and extends to the underlying fat beneath the skin. Stage 4. Pressure sore is the most harmful one. It's full thickness one that extends to the underlayer of bone or muscle. The senior we chose faced the first 2 stages. Here are the percentage of the studies we make with doctors. 30% suffered from stage 1, 20% suffered from stage 2, and 65% suffered from stage 3, while 42% suffered from stage 4.
There are many physical and psychological effects of bed sores. They affect the happiness of the senior due to the continuous pain. Physical effects mostly are gangrene, osteomyelitis, and sepsis. Gangrene is when the tissue dies due to the extensive friction. Osteomyelitis is the infection of the bone beneath the bed sore. Sepsis is the tissue-destroying bacterial infection.
So how did doctors treat our senior Ahmed Al-Qasim? Usually doctors clean the wound using saline and mild soap. the wound is severe, the doctors will remove the tissue from the pressure sore to protect and hydrate the wound. Doctors may cover the wound using a specialized bandage.
The only existing solution for bed sores is waterbed, which was created in 1883. There are two types of waterbed, a hard-sided and a soft-sided waterbed. Usually waterbed costs $500 and if maintenance costs $30 monthly.
We did extensive research and found out that the only existing solution, which is the waterbed, is created to help the family members and nurses to turn the senior from one side to another. So we thought of an idea and developed it and showed it our first draft to professional designers, professional engineering designers, and he assured that it's not used in the Lebanese hospitals. So my colleague Zainab will show you how it works.
Bed sores can rarely be cured. However, this recovery can only happen through particular medication, which is done by an expert doctor. Our solution was a kind of avoidance that took the shape of a truckle bed that consists of two parts, the lower part, which is the fixed part, and the upper part, which is the movable part. Now, the movable part is dedicated for the senior to lie on. It consists of a thin piece of sponge in order to make sure that the senior is in a comfortable state. And there are two long pieces of the sponge, which are enveloped with a medical cloth. Now, every 2 hours, the upper part tends to move in a half-rotated way in order to make sure that the senior is turning on and the blood is running in his body. And so the running of the blood can prevent the senior from having bed sores. But the maintenance of the bed are done on a yearly basis and by electricians and the designers.
One more thing that we share our presentation to the Lebanese University, and they liked it a lot, and we're still working to develop it.
And our solution is better than waterbeds because it only costs $130.
Thank you for your patience.
They start coming and I start rising. Must be surprising. I'm just amazing. I win, thrive, soar, higher, 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 more fire. To fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win.
وعملنا شغل سوليوشن مع اللبنانيز انترناشونال يونيفرسيتي، عملناه قدام اكسبرت دكتورز اند انجينيرز. ما فيكم تشوفوا الصور هنا بالبوكلت. ايه طبعا نحن رحنا على المستشفى وعملنا انترفيو واخترنا المسن وبس احمد القاسم وبس عملنا السوليوشن رجعنا رحنا لعنده فرجيناه علي وقلنا ان نحن هذا السوليوشن تبعنا مضمون يعني عرفوا ماكدين عليه انجينيرز وكثير انبسط باللي شو اسمه انه عرف انه قيمه نحن اللي عم نقدم لهم اياه وقديش نحن مهتمين له.
ايه الحاجه الصعبه بقى في الانجينير بتاعه يعني مثلا تشالنج
طلع هذا المنفك او المقتي نحن وصلناه بحديد وهي الحديد بتوصل لهون هي بتصير تطلع وتنزل بالتالي الابر بارت الاسم الفوقاني بصير يتحرك بس يتحرك البلد يمشي بجسم الانسان ساعتها بصير prevention بصير في avoidance او prevention للبed sores.
هو بقى ده الموجود يعني في حاجات شبهه موجوده قبل كده؟
نقطة معينة بس نحن وقت حكينا عن الواتر بادز عن فرشة المي هذا الواتر بادز بس مشان يساعد النيرسز يعني تشيل انه الاختيار يعني رح يضلوا البليس تبع الفريكشن رح يضلوا هو ذاته لانه الواتر باد بس رح يعمل باونسينج يعني طلوع نزول يعني بيهز شوي فانا مش حيتغير البوزيشن تبعه مشان هيك نحن افتكرنا هيدي الفكره كل ما السينيور يغير البوزيشن تبعه مشان البلاد فلو يصير يمشي جسمه منيح.
طب في حاجه برضه غير كده غير البيت
نعم؟
في حاجه بالهواء غير السرير؟
شبه يعني
كرسي كله نفس المادة.
بس الدور
بس إنه السينيور all his
بالاير
time تقريبا
تكنيكس
بالبيت.
مش بالووتر تكنيكس.
ما فهمت السؤال.
يعني الحاجات اللي معموله بالاير تكنيكس بالتقنيات الهوائيه دي مش بالتكنيكس بتاعت الووتر. يعني في سراير ميه، في مراتب ميه، في سراير هواء او في مراتب هواء.
لا ايه بعرف في هون سرير هواء كمان، بس ما بيعتمدوش كثير الدكاتره، لانه كمان هو مثل نفس الشيء مثل الواتر بادز، بس تبع الهواء يعني بيكون مضغوط اكثر، مش فيه يعني
نادر
استخدامه جدا.
هلا هون بيقلب على الميلتين، في يعني يغير عن ناحيه الشمال يمين. اما
وبعدين هنا عنده تايمر.
طيب فين المحل اللي بيبيع السر بتاعكم دلوقتي؟
نعم
السر بتاعكم اللي هتبيعوه فين؟
لا تكون
وانا كاستمر.